Hello there, this is Okpe Afolabi from Young Couple Sevens. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 things every man desires from their wife. Now, if like me, you're interested in building successful marital relationships, sit down, relax. Let's dive into this together. Welcome back. This is Young Couple Sevens. This is where we use biblical principles to guide ourselves in the art of successful marital relationship. If this is your first time on this channel, I want to welcome you. I want to encourage you, please subscribe to the channel and please press the notification bell so that each time I upload new videos, you will be notified. And please, if this video blesses you in any way, ensure that you smash the like button and please share this video with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with everyone, because you never can tell. This could be the video someone has been waiting for. Now, I'll just dive straight into it. Now, the first thing you must understand that every man desires from his wife is every man desires a wife who celebrates his efforts. You have to be a wife that celebrates your husband's effort. You see, an average man looking at this, watching me on this video now, has probably never been appreciated by their spouses. You see, they've never had someone say to them, "You're special." They've never had someone to say to them, "Thank you for the things you do. Thank you for how very loving you are. Thank you for how you show up. Thank you for being the man." You see, sometimes as men, we don't always get it right. There are so many things that we will not do right. There are so many things that some expectations of the wife that will not be met. But you see what? A man loves a woman who appreciates his effort. Now, I might not have gotten to where you want me to get to reach, but on the journey, do you appreciate my effort? Do you appreciate the things I've put in? Do you appreciate like what I'm just able to do at this point? Every man loves a woman, needs a woman, wants a woman who celebrates his effort. So I want to encourage you over this weekend and even beyond this weekend, make sure you create time to celebrate your husband. Now, one of the things you can do is that you can write him a note. Write a note to your husband. Tell him how very special he is to you. Tell him how very special he is to your children. Tell him, how much you appreciate his effort. That is really very important. You can write it in a note. You can send a text message to him. But beyond that, you can also speak to him one-on-one. Because one of the things I say nowadays is that sometimes when we appreciate our spouses, and this is not just limited to women or men. You see, when we're trying to appreciate our spouses, we go on social media, we type very beautiful things about them, very nice things about them. But we don't ever sit them down face to face and then talk to them and tell them how very special they've been to us. We don't appreciate them. We don't say, "Oh, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you for this." You see, there's so many things that you can criticize your spouse for, but also there will be at least one thing that you can appreciate them for. So what I want you to learn to do from now on as a wife is learn to celebrate your partner's efforts. Learn to celebrate your husband's efforts. Now, you might not have gotten there, but the things he's doing at this moment, learn to celebrate. I tell you, it will change your marriage for the better, honestly. And you will see how very attracted, you have become to your husband. So I want to encourage you. Make sure you celebrate your husband. Every husband wants a woman who celebrates his efforts. Number 2. Now, the second point is that every husband wants a woman who supports his interest. Now, if your husband is doing something he's very passionate about, he's got a project, he's got, a life assignment or something that he's really doing, it's one of the things that men really want in women is men want women who support their effort. You want to be a woman who supports the effort of your husband. Now that support can come in different ways and it can mean different things to different men at different stages of life. But this is how I just categorize support. This is how I define support. So when you talk about support is basically anything you do that allows your husband to succeed at that thing that he has chosen to do. Now, it can come in any way, anything you do, whatever thing, maybe it's you are dealing with some other things so that he can focus, so that he can succeed. Maybe you're giving him moral support, you're giving him words of encouragement, or you're even giving him material support. In whichever way, whatever you do that allows your husband to succeed at his interest, his life assignment, whatever purpose, whatever thing that he has chosen, that is his passion, anything you do, that allows him to succeed at that thing, that is support to him. So you see, men want women who support their interest. They desire women who support their interest. Now, you don't have to understand the things that he's doing. You know, if he's into a business, for instance, you don't have to understand everything about that business, but show interest in it. Now, if he's doing well, you know, celebrate the success of that business. If there are some, you know, some hiccups along the way, you see, identify with him during that period. Show support. Show that you are very interested in the things that are of interest to him. Men love women who show interest in their interests. Hallelujah. Now, the third thing that you must also know is that men want respect in women. Now, I know that, you know, there's so many people who say so many things about this topic, but one thing that you must know, the fundamental thing is that what men desire women that are respectful to them. You see, if you are respectful to your husband, he loves it. Now, one of the things you do, now I'm not saying that in the spirit of respect, I'm not saying you should worship your husband. I'm not saying that you should turn him to a mini God. What I am saying is that let him feel heard in the relationship. Respect him. Let him feel that he is important to you. Now, and respect is seen in the way you speak to a person or you speak about a person. You see, the way you speak to him and the way you speak about him will show us how much you respect him. Now, that is really very important. So I want to encourage all women watching me in this video. Show some respect to your husband. Now, don't be the woman who disrespects him, who discountenance him, who disregards him, who abuses him, or says some very, nasty words to him, either in private or in public. You see, men desire respect in women. If you're a woman that respects your husband, honestly, you have done something. You have done something that melts his heart. So ensure that you're a woman that respects your husband. And finally, men desire women who have physical intimacy. But when we want physical intimacy, now people can go, the extra mile and say sexual relationship. Men desire women who wants to have sexual relationship with them. So if you're a wife that always, that is interested in that, your husband wants it. That is the truth. Your husband desire a connection with you. He wants to sleep with you. He wants to have that physical communion with you. That's really very important. And one thing you must understand about men is this: it's not just sleeping with you. That's not just the main thing. He also wants you to initiate it. Now, when you initiate it, what it speaks to him is desire. It tells him that you desire him. It tells him that you want to be with him. When he's just the one coming to me every time, sometimes he say yes, sometimes he say no, sometimes he's not really sure if you're for him. You see, one of the things that attracts us to people sometimes is their desire to want to be with us. So when that woman wants to be with you, you see, there is a way that it motivates you. Even in that, you feel loved, you feel accepted, you feel desired in the relationship. So I want to encourage women. Say, when it comes to physical intimacy in marriage, it is important that it's not just your husband who initiates it. It is important that you recognize that you also must and should initiate it. When you do that, you speak. It's not just the intimacy you're having, you're also communicating to the heart of your husband that you love him, you desire him, and you're making room for him. So despite all the things that you're doing, despite all your very busy schedules, you still think it in your heart and in your mind to create time for that personal bond with him, because that is one activity that both of you, under biblical law, under God's law, are not allowed to share with anybody else. It is solely between both of you. So please, that is something you must do. All right. So I'm just going to recap the 4 points once again. Number one is that ensure that you create time to celebrate your husband. Celebrate his efforts. Very important. Men want women who celebrate their effort. Number two, men want women who celebrate their efforts. Men want women who support their interests. Men want women who show them respect. And men want women who have physical intimacy with them. Wives that desires them, to be able to have physical intimacy with them. Now, on the subject of physical intimacy, I can also tell you that for men also, frequency is also very important. Depending on the nature, your time, everything, frequency is also very important. So now, I believe that you have been blessed with this video. If this video has blessed you, please again, smash the like button. Please ensure that you share this video with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with everybody, because you never can tell. This could be the video somebody has been waiting for. And until I meet you in the next video, I declare your marriage blessed.